Trust me, when God paves way for you and something is meant for you, it's obviously meant for you. It looks like the trophy is meant for Arsenal. It looks like Mikhailo Modric is meant for Arsenal. It looks like Joao Felix is meant for Arsenal. Today, there is a very huge boast, not only a minimum boast, but a huge boast of Joao Felix to a team called Arsenal, because they've been in a war with Manchester United to see who is really going to go ahead and really sign this player, who really went ahead to strike at Atletico Madrid. He's not been training with Atletico Madrid for close to 1 week, and now a boast has been reached, and obviously Arsenal are the beneficiaries of this. What's this boost? Keep onto this channel and I'm going to come and really let you know what it's all about. Then I'm going to let you know about the two players that Chelsea have signed and unveiled today. Remember, Buddy Shield was revealed, all unveiled yesterday, and today Chelsea have unveiled two more players, and they are going in for another player. That is going to be a story for another day that is linked to Mikhailo Modric, huge boost to Arsenal. Then lastly, we are going to have a little bit of talk about Aboubakar. You know him, he plays for Al Nassr, where Ronaldo went. He's a Cameroon player, scored 8 goals in the African Cup of Nations, 3 at the World Cup, 30 years of age. He is really a free agent, and we might see him really come to the Premier League or any other leagues like the Turkish Premier League. So welcome to this channel, guys. Good morning, good night, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. This is one of the stories that every Arsenal fan should look up to, because it is really most significant to you guys. It is a determinant of where Joao Felix's next move is going to be. It's a huge boost, and that's why Arsenal fans, you should pass hands in your face and really thank the Lord, because you are finally relieved. You are finally relieved. And guess what? What has really brought this relief? This is what has really brought this relief. United have been hunting in for centre forward, and obviously they are finally off the deal of Joao Felix, because they cannot go ahead and really meet the calls of Atletico Madrid. The amount of money to commit to the loan fee and the salary, they cannot go ahead and really meet it. And now Fabrizio Romano has told us that breaking without Weghorst has already gave his green light to a move to Manchester United, meaning that it's off. United are no longer interested in signing Joao Felix. They failed to sign Memphis Depay. They failed to sign Marcus Thuram, and now they are in for a player called Weghorst, loan at Besiktas, and is a player that was loaned there by Burnley, and obviously he is going to join Manchester United, meaning that United are off the competition of signing a player known as Joao Felix, and it's only Arsenal left in this race. It's a solo race. Now Arsenal can dance to its tunes. No more pressure coming in from Atletico Madrid, and I believe it's really going to be something great for Arsenal to get this deal done and dusted. Now, Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to confirm to us that Manchester United have been offered the chance to sign Weghorst as a new striker, exploring the conditions of the deal. 10 million euros buy option is included in his deal, so it's up to Besiktas and Burnley. The player already gave his green light to Manchester United. Now, the player wants to join. You get? Burnley has a buyout clause with Besiktas of 10 million euros, and obviously United is coming in to take this player on loan. So it means these three parties have to sit together to see either they really get this player. Now, I believe the player is going to Manchester United, and United has gone ahead to really put in the red lights. Double lights have been put into the core of Manchester United. They are no longer heading to Atletico Madrid. They've stopped at Besiktas, and now they are going in for a player known as Weghorst, because they don't have the finances to get this deal done and dusted. And guys, what other huge boost of Joao Felix to Arsenal do you need? Because Arsenal is in a solo race. That's it. Arsenal is in a solo race with a team called Arsenal is in a solo race to sign Joao Felix, and I think this is music to ears to all Arsenal fans all over the world, because what complicated this deal and put Atletico Madrid into a position of really being dominant and strong is two teams battling for one player. And we all know where two elephants fight, the grass suffers. Now, the elephants have been Arsenal and Manchester United. The player was suffering, and now one elephant is off. Now, there is only one elephant, and Joao Felix plus Atletico Madrid. Now, it's really going to be easy for this day to come to happening. And guys, this is really something gigantic. It's emphatic. It's a very, very, very huge move for Arsenal. They are left as the only ones in this January transfer window for Joao Felix. And Joao Felix is willing to go on and join Arsenal, provided they reach terms with a team called Atletico Madrid. As I told you in my second video, I think it was my second last video on this channel, I told you that Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to tell the board of Arsenal, first get me Joao Felix. Then we'll go ahead and really get the deal of Mykhailo Mudryk done, because he has got to know that it's really hard to really get that deal of Mykhailo Mudryk done, because Chelsea is playing hardball to Arsenal to see to it that they don't get in this player as soon as possible. You get? They are trying to complicate the situation, and it came to the understanding of Mikel Arteta and got to know now, let's get in Joao Felix as sub, and when we get him in, that will mean that the player is really going to be ours, and we will go ahead and really get that deal of Mykhailo Mudryk sorted. Lolly We12 of Manchester United gave us another reason as to why United can't go ahead and really sign Joao Felix. So does that Weghorst as an option to fill, United see Weghorst as an option to fill a void in the striker option, with the club deciding to only pursue loan deals during this window. It is thought that no permanent options are being assessed, even at a low cost. That is how badly financially my club United is into, and that's where the Glazers have gone ahead and really put us into that cage of really being financially unable to get in players of really quality that Ten Hag wanted. He wanted Gakpo, he went to Liverpool. Joao Felix, they cannot afford it, and they've gone in for Weghorst because he's available on a loan at a cheap. Now, it shows you how important this is. United have really backed out of this deal of Joao Felix. They don't have money to pay to Atletico Madrid. Now, it remains to Arsenal, because we've been told by Steve Kerr that Arsenal don't want Joao Felix to go to Manchester United, especially after the Lisandro Martinez saga in the summer. Arsenal are pushing hard for Felix on loan. That is really something that we have to come out and really hit on top of its head, that United were really wanting Joao Felix, and Arsenal were really the team that competed with United over Joao Felix. But it came to the understanding of Arsenal that if United gets Joao Felix, that means they would have blustered their front three, and them being 9 points ahead of Manchester United, that will really get them to a level of being beaten, because we are left with just how many days? I think 14 days for United to tussle it out with Arsenal at Emirates. Now, Arteta knows it that whoever is going to be having Joao Felix is going to be a big decider into that game of football. Without Gabriel Jesus, you can't allow Joao Felix to go to your nemesis or your competitor United, because if United beats Arsenal at the Emirates, that means United would have closed down from 9 to 6 points. You get? Yet Arsenal has to go ahead and play Man City. So that is what Mikel Arteta never wanted, and his calculation has come to pass. United have pulled out of the deal, and Arsenal looks like if at all they go ahead and negotiate this loan deal as soon as possible, they will be having this player available to play against Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester United, and very many teams at the resumption of the Premier League that is returning next weekend. This weekend is FA Cup. Newcastle has been knocked out. Arsenal is playing on Monday. Man City and Chelsea are playing again today in the FA Cup draw that is going to be played today at the Etihad. So Arsenal are pushing hard to get in Joao Felix, and obviously they want this deal to get done and dusted. But however much they are pushing hard and they are left in this race solary, there is a story coming in from the Mirror that Atletico Madrid are demanding 9.5 million loan fee, you get, and a commitment fee to buy at 70 million pounds from Manchester United for Joao Felix. Atletico believe agent Mendes will hold further talks with Arsenal tomorrow to see whether or not they will firm up their initial position. Now, Joao Felix's agent is Jorge Mendes. He's going to go ahead and really talk to a team called Atletico Madrid and obviously see the final say for this club on whether they're going to put this club, on whether they're going to come out and really get this move sanctioned or not. But I believe as all is left is Arsenal, Atletico Madrid have nothing to say. They won't put out a buy clause because they know they can't make a loss of clause to 40 or 50 million pounds. They're willing to go ahead and really make a loss of like 10 million pounds and then getting this player get this player sold in the summer at close to 85 or 90 million pounds, and they accept a loss of like 15 million pounds because they bought him from Benfica at 110 million pounds. That was in the 2019. That is the summer of 2019. That's when they bought in this player known as Joao Felix to a club called Arsenal. So as things stand, it's all in the hands of Arsenal. It's playing in the hands of Arsenal. It's Arsenal to decide on whether to continue and get this deal done and dusted or not. So what else do you want from Joao Felix to Arsenal? A huge boost has been really blustered by United pulling out of this deal, and they've gone in for Weghorst, and United and Arsenal are left in this race alone. So they should go ahead and really sign this player that they've been chasing for a very, very long time. Now, leaving Arsenal alone, we are going to Chelsea a little bit. Chelsea is one of those teams that are really becoming a very itching thorn, or an itching opponent to Arsenal. They are really a thorn in the skin of Arsenal and a pain in the ass, because they are really making everything hard. But they've gone ahead to reveal 2 players today. First and foremost, they've gone ahead to really unveil a player called Fofana. And Fofana is Datro. Fofana has signed a contract valid until 2029. Those are how many years? 7 years, with an option to extend until 2030. And he said, I'm here, I've arrived, well, and I'm happy to sign for Chelsea, the club of my dreams. I will see you soon on the pitch. That is Fofana. He has signed for Chelsea, and Chelsea have gone ahead to unveil him. A striker they've bought from Molde, 12 million euros. He's coming in at Chelsea, and you see Chelsea is signing all these players that are really in the age of 20, 18, 21, and they're giving them a contract of 7 years. You get, because their plan is to dominate world football in the next 10 years by getting players on the cheap who are young with talents that can really reach the ceiling of players like Kylian Mbappe, then Erling Haaland, and then do the needful for the club of Chelsea. Now, the other player that Chelsea has gone ahead to unveil is Andre Santos. They've unveiled him today. They bought him from Vasco da Gama, 12.5 million euros. That's the player. He plays as central midfielder for the club called Vasco da Gama, and now he has been brought at Chelsea. And in his own words has said, it's a very big opportunity for me. This is a big club. This is a big club playing in big competitions like the Premier League. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy to be here, Andre said, and was quoted by Fabrizio Romano. So those are the 2 arrivals that Chelsea have really gone ahead to sign, and now they've added those 2 onto Badiashile. Badiashile is really a left-footed central defender, and he might make his debut, by the way, today when Chelsea is playing Manchester City. All that and more onto this channel in the next 1 or 3, 4, 5 hours when this game is really played in Manchester. Now, lastly, I want to talk about Vincent Aboubakar, the Cameroonian striker who really scored 8 goals at the African Cup of Nations and won the Golden Boot there. He went ahead to score 3 goals in the World Cup, though Cameroon never really went through from the group stages, but really scored that memorable goal against Brazil that put Cameroon as the first African team to defeat Brazil in any competition ever. Now, Jacobs Ben has told us that Al Nassr have not officially terminated Vincent Aboubakar's contract yet, but things heading in that direction. Talks ongoing to find the best solution for Aboubakar and Al Nassr following Ronaldo Cristiano's arrival. United have not made a loan offer to Al Nassr. So that is something that you need to know about this deal, that Aboubakar is a very buzzy striker, and Ronaldo's arrival has really put Aboubakar in a difficult situation and has really called for a moment of departure from this side. But you know how it happened when Ronaldo arrived. A player that was putting on shirt number 7 said, I'm a star player here. I'm not really resigning my shirt number or letting it down and get another number for Ronaldo to play. What the hierarchy of Al Nassr did, they sacked that player and compensated his contract, and they let him go to give Ronaldo his desired shirt number. Then for Aboubakar, is also not okay with Ronaldo at the team. He wants out, and obviously termination is going to be made for his contract. He's going to be a free agent this January transfer window. And I believe there are very many teams that really need Vincent Aboubakar because he put up a very glorious performance at the World Cup. 3 goals and scoring against Brazil. Obviously, his name was written all over the world as Brazil lost to Cameroon, the first African team, under the wrath of Vincent Aboubakar. So Vincent Aboubakar is also available. Let's wait and see what is going to happen for those deals that are really going to be happening in the next 1 or 3 days. But thank you guys for watching it through. Thank you, as I promised you 5 stories, and I've really done them. We started off with Virgil van Dijk and Eduardo Mendy's injury. That is one. We went on to do a Modric story, rejecting Chelsea publicly. Then we brought in a Joao Felix story, Mikel Arteta demanding for his signing first before they go in for Mokalo Modric. Then the 4th story is a match reaction of Liverpool drawing the Wolverhampton Wanderers in the 3rd round of the FA Cup 2-2 at Anfield. Cody Gakpo involved into the 2nd goal that Mohamed Salah scored. And this is the 5th story of the day. And I think you guys have enjoyed me. Your reactions to Joao Felix, huge boost to Arsenal, are welcome in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about Vincent Aboubakar. Are you going to welcome him to your team, whether Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, because very many teams are really lacking strikers, because his contract is going to be terminated by Al Nassr? Lastly, what are your thoughts about the 2 signings that Chelsea have gone ahead to really bring in? Fofana and obviously Andre Santos from Brazil. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. Rokani David is my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching us from. See you tomorrow, because I know the Almighty is going to keep us all safe and alive to really broadcast you again in another very profound situation and style. Guys, allow me go sleep. I'm going to say prayer, then I sleep. Thank you everyone for watching in Rokani Media Football. I sign out for now. See you later. God protect you tonight.